Hey guys, what to do, it's your girl the Kool Kydd here, and welcome back to my channel. Before we get into the video, please like, comment, and subscribe down below as always. Let's get into these cocktails. So the drinks that I have for you guys today is called the Italian Greyhound and the Bleecker. So we're going to start off by making the Italian Greyhound. And I'm also going to be chatting, you know, I like hearing myself speak from time to time. Nothing unusual about that. So we're going to put ice into our cup. Put that there. Also going to be adding some ice to the filter. Boom. Maybe not too much ice. Going a little bit overboard now. So what did I want to speak about today? So for this drink, it gets 2 ounces of grapefruit juice. It gets 2 ounces of vodka. It gets a splash of campri, whatever. I don't know how to pronounce this, but I'll leave everything in the comment section down below. And then it also gets rosemary. At this point, I'm a little bit obsessed with rosemary. I don't know why, but I can't help it. So we're gonna start off by doing the 2 ounces of vodka. What did I want to speak about? So pretty much, I don't know if you guys been watching the news or whatever the case is, but over the past month or two, there's been like attacks on women when it came to like guys in particular. So what I thought was like very weird about the situation is that I don't know if a lot of you guys, well, I would say a lot of people who grew up in like my era, and it gets only a splash. So that, and then it's time to shake. So I don't know if there's a lot of people who grew up in like my era, meaning like I am only 25, so people who are more like millennials, or maybe even before that. It could be anybody at this point. So like there was times where how to say it, pretty much where if a guy tried to talk to you on the street and you didn't like condone it or like talk back to him, he'll like curse you out or whatever the case is. And I always just find that to be so stupid. So like, perfect example, say for instance, I'm from Brooklyn. So say for instance, you're walking down the street and some guy's like, yo ma, because back then, yo ma was like a real thing. Like people really was calling you yo ma, yo shorty, all that type of shit. So people would, guys, not people, but in particular, would get really upset if you didn't speak back. So imagine if like, yo shorty, can I highlight you for a minute? That's exactly what they used to say. And then you'd be like, you just walk off, you don't even say nothing. You'd be like, well, F you anyways, you mad ugly, I didn't want to look at you, blah blah blah, this and the third. Which I always just thought that was just so creepy. Like a minute ago you were trying to talk to me, I was mad cute, I was this and the third. All of a sudden now I'm mad ugly. Weirdo vibes. That's exactly what that's giving me. So nowadays it gets to the point where as a female you can't say no to a guy. So the first incident that happened, I can't remember exactly where it took place, but a woman was pretty much in a liquor store and a guy offered to buy her alcohol and she said no. And he then proceeded to beat her up. Excuse me? Like it goes from guys saying that women are gold diggers, women are this and the third, women always want a man to do this and that. You get a woman that's independent and she's telling you no, that she could pay for it herself, and all of a sudden you feel so offended, so you go as far as putting your hands on her. Weirdo vibes, like I was saying. Then recently it was this incident where, sorry guys, I'm rambling, but the next drink I'm going to be making is the Bleecker. I'm going to taste all these drinks at the end. So the next incident pretty much goes, before I get into the next incident, I'm using Maker's Mark again. So this gets whiskey, grenadine, grapefruit juice, and then it gets a lemon peel. So this gets 2 ounces, no, 1 ounce of grapefruit juice. So let's do that. What am I doing? This goes into a shaker, guys. Clearly I'm talking too much that I'm forgetting exactly what I'm doing. So we're gonna go back to putting ice into our shaker. So pretty much it gets 1 ounce. The grenadine, it gets about a 1 teaspoon. I haven't really found a good way to measure this out without using like a measurer. I'm definitely gonna figure that out because, girl, I don't got time to be having multiple different things here for me to figure out. I just don't. Really just don't. So, and here is your 2 ounces of whiskey. So let's go back to the story. So recently this lady was walking outside, I believe it was in Harlem or somewhere, and some guy grabbed on her, and I guess she probably like said no or whatever the situation was, and he proceeded to kill her. Like, she got her boyfriend, and then he shot at her boyfriend and her, and she ended up dying. Like, when did it ever get to a point where a woman can't say no? Like, when was that ever okay? When was that ever tolerated? Like, I really just don't get it to this point. Like, I don't know if it's because these people have like mental conditions, or these people are bored, because at this point I feel like they're bored, or if they're doing this as a joke. At this point I really just don't know. I don't have answers to these questions, but like, it's just so weird to me that people think it's okay to put their hands on a female and we're just supposed to accept it. I don't even know why this thing just dropped in here like that, but whatever. So this is the bleaker, and this is the Italian Greyhound. So like, just get back to my conversation, but like, it makes me think to myself, like, when these cases go to court, what do they say? Because I remember, like, it was like a big thing that people were saying that people who get raped are raped because of how they're dressed, or how, well, mainly how they're dressed or the things that they say, whatever the case is. Like, no one deserves to be raped. No one deserves to be killed because you didn't want to be touched. No one deserves to get beat up because you said no, because you have your own money to pay for your own things. So what's gonna be a case now that you're gonna say, like, oh well, she's too independent, oh no, she should allow the guy to touch her so that she wouldn't get killed? Like what is it gonna be? Like, I really want to know. I really want to have this serious conversation with my subscribers, and like, just let me know what you guys think in the comments, because I am just like, my mind is just blown from this whole situation. Like, it makes no sense to me. I really don't get it, and I don't know, I'm lost for words. Let's just get back into letting you guys know how these taste. So the first I'm going to try is the Greyhound. So obviously you guys can see that they're both like pretty much a similar color. This wasn't picked on purpose, but you know, it happens. So the Greyhound, let's see. To me, it's very bitter. And a part of it, I feel like, is because of this ingredient, but it's also not that bad either. It kind of like burns your chest a little bit. I don't know. The bleaker, too bad for the most part. I would say out of all the drinks that I have made so far, these two, I don't really have a favorite in this bunch. Like, I like grapefruit juice, but like grapefruit juice is very bitter. So like in this, you need more of a sweet component to kind of like balance it out a little bit. And I don't think I really had that in these recipes, so it gives me a very bitter taste. And I don't really have a favorite. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But this might be some of you guys' cup of tea, so try it out at home. As far as like aesthetically pleasing to the eyes, it's very beautiful. But as far as the taste, for me in particular, I don't like it. I think if I do this recipe again, I'll probably add maybe a rosemary syrup to this one, like a simple syrup that I've made in the past. And to this, I will probably do a lemon type of simple syrup, since it gets the lemon wedge to like balance it out. But yeah, I don't really, it's not really doing anything for my soul. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys, and thank you guys so much for watching. As always, we're here to chat, make cocktails, you know, get to know each other. So as always, peace, love, and find your inner Kool Kydd, and we out. Bye guys.